Juno. This video is pretty, the title is correct. I'm going to show you a little sneak peek of the new house. On Saturday we went to go and see it, our new house in Somerset. It was really beautiful. Every time we turn up it looks really stormy and horrible, and then as soon as we go outside the sunshine comes out, which obviously sells the property. The owners showed us round, which sometimes I'm a little bit nervous about, but they were just so lovely, and it was actually really helpful them showing us around the house because they knew certain things, like what trees they planted, because they planted lots of trees. You know how the borehole works, is it a borehole? Where they get their water out of for the plants, because I would have had no clue. It's a bit like a well. I would have had no clue how to use that. How the air source heat pump works for the pool. I say pool, it's like a very small, you can't like swim in it really, it's more like a plunge pool. Sorry about the sound, by the way, I'm filming outside, but you know. Yeah, so they showed us around everything. They told us what previous owners had done. Like, we didn't realise that previous owners had had ducks in the pond. Cool. My mum wants ducks anyway, so that's great. How the chicken house works, because there's like a stone chicken house. Obviously it needs some work doing to it. Yeah, it was really lovely having us show them around, and also we learned why they're moving away. They're moving to like Devon / Cornwall, that side of places, and they're retiring, and they just want to live near the sea, and they're downsizing. So that was totally okay, because sometimes you worry that the reason they're moving is because, I don't know, something wrong with the house, I don't know, subsidence, or the house is falling apart even though it definitely doesn't look like it, or there's a Tesco's being built opposite the house. I don't know, I'm using that as an example. I didn't think there was anything like that, but it's always nice to know. It reassures you, because currently we're waiting on the survey and the searches. That's the only thing stopping us from moving in. They've already bought a place, which, well, that's good in our eyes, but also we just hope the searches come back okay, and the survey's okay, and it's all okay. But I obviously couldn't contain my excitement, and that's why I started sharing it with you already. I've got someone coming over for the people buying this house, their survey or valuation for the mortgage. Someone's coming over, so I'll keep this quite short. But yeah, I'm going to show you some clips now. I filmed them really like not very well, because they were on my phone and I wasn't doing any talking. And I've only shown you certain parts of the house, nothing crazy. So it's just a little disclaimer to use your imagination a little bit. So here we go.
Oh, I'm slipping away, so don't let me go, nah, 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 nah. I'm all up in that love haze, so where do we go, nah, nah? Just let me know that I am safe here in your arms. I wanna stay, I'm slipping away, so don't let me go now. Your love is exceptional, it fills me up, it's out of control, oh baby, I love the rush, it overflows, it's out of control, I'm in love, I'm in love, yeah, I'm slipping away, yeah, just like I am dreaming, walking around in this love haze. I wanna stay in this feeling, but let me know that I am safe here in your arms. I wanna stay, I'm slipping away, oh, so don't let me go now. Your love is exceptional, it fills me up, it's out of control, but baby, I love the rush.
I'm very aware that their wind is probably hitting the microphone a bit too much for my liking. Take it with a pinch of salt. You know, it's not our house yet. We haven't like put our furniture in. It's not our garden yet. We've got so much we want to do to the garden. With the barn, we want to like obviously clean it, clear it out, coat it in some stuff, varnish or paint. Not varnish. We don't want it varnished, but you know what I mean. Make it more livable, safe. for Amelia's wedding, for some parties. So yeah, there's loads of stuff to go in there. We want solar panels on it so that we have electricity in there, because although there's lights, they don't actually work. We've got a whole list of things to do. So please take it a little, pinch of salt. Is that the right saying? Probably not. Just it's a blank canvas right now. And I'm gonna go inside now because I'm cold. And also, just as I paused for you guys to see the videos, Ryan came out and said, hey, I wanted to be in the footage, which is very unlike him. So I'm gonna go inside, make something to eat, and then maybe we'll do a little snippet together. Ryan, are you sure you don't want some lunch? Have you already made yourself lunch? I've got that pumpernickel bread with like goat's cheese and stuff. Some pumpernickel bread with, is it called pumpernickel bread? With goat's cheese. So you don't want it?
Cause your love is exceptional.
No, that's not how things work.
It's out of control, out of control. It's out of control, but I love the rush, yeah. Out of control, oh, it overflows. Your love is exceptional. It fills me up. It's out of control. But baby, I love the rush. It overflows. It's out of control. It's exceptional. It fills me up. It's out of control. Baby, I love the rush. Come on, yeah. Out of control, I'm in love.
So there's my lunch. I don't know if you can see that there. Doesn't look that pretty, but it's goat's cheese, like sauerkraut with seeds on. It's pretty tasty, you know. And it's kind of like my go-to thing. Well, my go-to thing is to pile anything, any cheese and any like pickled something onto this bread. It's so tasty. No, we're doing it inside now. Come on, sit down.
What?
It's a bit of a bonus, seeing as you can be in the footage now.
Should I do my hair first?
No. Go on then, you do your hair. Do your little ponytail.
People are going to think I'm weird because I'm in shorts. but it's
Especially
freezing
because
outside.
I'm videoing.
I've got shorts and a jumper on. I'm freezing, but I like the freedom of shorts.
No one's gonna see your shorts, but now they
Can I
have.
do a wee first?
Fine. Juno's judging you though. You're judging him. Go on, judge him. Judge away. Go on, say, no, Ryan. You can't go for a wee. She's like, help me. We have an extremely rare moment where Ryan isn't actually working. Well, he's working, but he's not on a meeting or anything. And he was like, I could have been in the video while you're outside. So I was like, don't worry, mate. You can be in the video now. Especially because I asked some questions on my Instagram stories the other day. And lots of people were like, how does Ryan feel? And one of Ryan's responses was he's looking forward to having a cult or something like that. So I thought, let's actually get some serious answers from him.
From me?
Yeah.
What do you mean serious answers?
You know, serious actual answers. Like, how are you feeling about the house?
What do you mean?
Because every time I ask you, you go, yeah, great, really excited.
That's just like how I roll. I'm just very sarcastic.
Are you looking forward to having your own study?
I am. I am actually very excited about this house. Didn't say it at the time, but I mean, this is the only house I really fell in love with.
Well, out of all of the ones we've looked at?
Out of all of the ones
They
I've
don't
looked
actually
at,
know that we've looked at some.
probably like 15 houses over the past 6 months. isn't it?
Probably, especially if you count the ones that we've just driven past, me and Mum as well.
Yeah, creepily like stopped outside their door.
Yeah. Well, we had to like check it was
Yeah.
right first, and it was never right. But you liked the one in Dorset?
Not as much as this one.
No. No.
I'm glad you didn't get the one in Dorset.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
now I am. They didn't accept our offer. It was really sad. So go on, tell them what you love about it.
Everything.
Is that your answer?
Yeah, I'm a simple man.
Did I force you to do this?
Is that what people are asking?
Well, I think people are assuming that, yeah, because you're moving in with my parents.
Just so everyone knows, this was my idea originally. I proposed it while drunk about a year ago.
Yeah, it probably was, yeah.
And then it came up when we were sober, and everyone kind of got on board, which I didn't expect them to. But I mean, I lived here with your family, and we all lived together, like 4 years ago or something.
Yeah.
And it just worked really well. We share cooking and cleaning and whatever, so why not share it? I mean, it allows us to get more space, bigger house. Grace's parents are always around.
We always see them anyway. Always.
Yeah, I mean, every weekend we go and see them, or evenings sometimes.
Yeah. So it just made sense.
Yeah. We have dogs that are sisters. Be nice for them to live together.
It just kind of made sense.
Didn't see many downsides.
No, people are saying what's the downsides to it. I didn't reply to that message, but I couldn't really think of many really, because we're quite good at giving each other space when needed.
Yeah.
Like couple-wise.
Yeah. I just think it's the culture that you move out and don't live with your parents again. But I think that's a Western thing.
Yes, I think you're right.
Because I think in other parts of the world, the parents do live with you. Or you live with your parents for a lot longer, and you kind of do the multi-generational thing. There's a reason why cults are so put.
Ryan, can you stop comparing us to a cult? We're just a family living together. This is how he first sold it, by the way, when he was drunk.
I actually called it the commune.
the commune.
But I mean, there's a reason the community and things like, if you have like-minded people, you can live together pretty well.
I would like to let you know now that we are not a cult.
I don't know what I'm going to do with our t-shirts that I made.
We're just a family that are buying a house together. We have obviously like separate parts, not separate parts of the house, but we have like separate spaces.
I can't wait to have my own little library study. I've got so many books at the minute, and they're just kind of all like stacked up.
I can't wait to have my own vegetable garden.
Can't wait to buy a suit of armour that I can wear.
Okay, this is where it gets a bit silly.
Because I've got enough room for one now. I can take up sword fighting.
You do want, don't you want like an archery thing?
Yeah, I'd quite like an archery target and a bow and arrow.
Which there is room for that.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. Knowing my luck, I'll end up shooting myself or something.
Yeah, that's why you're not having one really, but I'm just going to say you can have one.
I'll get the ones with the little sticky pads on the end.
Yes, you can have that.
I'm quite accident prone.
I've showed them a few snippets of the house.
Yeah. Someone's calling me. I'll call them back.
You can go. It's okay. Yeah, you can go. I've never known you to want to sit in front of the camera so much. He's finally getting used to the lifestyle. He did say that he would like to make more videos with me if we had a more interesting lifestyle. And look what's happening. There you go. There are some of Ryan's thoughts. There is some little snippets of the house and the property. I'm currently in the process of trying to go through the cupboards that we haven't really gone through for like the whole of our childhood that we've lived in this house. So the whole of our YouTube journey actually. I don't actually think we're going to throw away many of these games because we love games so much. But we have like loads of old art stuff in there. Like not paints, but like ink that's dried up and things like that. So I'm just going through all that in the hope that if the house sale goes through quickly, we would have done most of the stuff in this house so we can kind of like move in straight away. I haven't forgotten, by the way, about doing the house tour of this house. I just need to wait a little bit. We just need the house sale to go through a little bit more before I like give away all the deets and show you the front of the house and things like that. But I am really excited about that, and I'm glad so many of you guys were too. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me on this video. If you have stuck till the end of this, please subscribe or comment down below. We are losing subscribers very quickly on this channel. However, we're gaining interaction and views. So it tells me that people are really liking the content, but more people are unsubscribing than subscribing. People always unsubscribe, so that's fine. But I don't think the new viewers that are coming over are pressing the subscribe button. So please do that and press the little bell next to it as well. Yeah, thank you very much guys. And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.